Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Keith Reed. Welcome to another installment of 5 Minutes on Worship. I know we've been gone for a couple of weeks, but that was in preparation for the worship leader panel discussion. And if you did not get an opportunity to see that, I'm going to put a link in the comment section of this video so that you can go check that out. We do have the rebroadcast here up on the YouTube channel, so I definitely want you to check that out. It was an amazing time with worship leaders Pastor Sophia Gibson and Pastor Casanova Green, and we had a great discussion talking about communicating the song of the Lord to the house. Well, for the rest of the month, we're going to be talking about some practical things regarding worship leading. And so today, I wanted to talk about a subject that I think is so important when it comes to those of us who lead worship in churches, especially that have more of a charismatic feel to them. And that subject matter is the classic, say, what I like to call unison singing. All right, so what do we mean by the classic, say, unison singing? So many times those of us who are in churches that have a charismatic liturgy to them, a lot of times we have more opportunity to create things like the Song of the Lord, or to even go into spontaneous times of worship and praise and things of that nature. And so what happens a lot of times, especially if you have a team that may not be as skilled as you may have liked them to be, or may not even just have that skill set of being able to naturally hear harmonies and things like that, we can then rely on unison singing. There are several things that unison singing can do for a team. One, unison singing on a practical tip can actually build up confidence in the morale of the team, because unison singing can be broken down to a simplistic method where you can make sure that everybody feels comfortable, they feel confident, all those things. Another thing that unison singing does is it creates natural blend for your team. So those are some things that in a natural setting that it will do, because unison singing forces you to have to listen to one another and try to sound like one voice. There's a scripture in Chronicles where it talks about all of the priests coming together, and they were as one, that they were unified. And when they were unified, the Shekinah glory of God fell in the place, and it fell in such a way that they could not stand to minister. And how many of us could benefit from the Shekinah glory of God just falling in the place and then just taking over? Have you experienced in recent times where God's glory manifested in such a way that it actually caused a scene where no one could really stand to minister, and all you had the opportunity to do was bask in the glory of God? I'm telling you, if you've never experienced it, it's something to behold. It's an amazing thing to be a part of. And so as those of us who are psalmists and singers in the worship experience, we can be a part of that. You know, musicians absolutely as well, but again, today we're talking about unison singing. And so unison singing is when we'll all come together, we'll sing the same note. We'll, in those charismatic times where the song of the Lord is being birthed in the situation, give your worship leader or whoever that song is coming forth from, give them an opportunity to maybe get it in the atmosphere a couple times, and then y'all go for it. The harmony doesn't always have to be there. In fact, sometimes you might want to do some unison singing. I know I like to do this a lot with the team at the church that I lead, and then also sometimes I like to do it with New Sound of Worship, who of course they're an ensemble that has more of the skill set, because that's something that we do as a profession. But even in those times, I like to just say, okay, you know what, let's go back to unison at a certain part, because it brings impact. So don't be afraid of unison singing. Again, like I said, it's the classic save. Especially if you got somebody who's going off, tell them, yo, let's go back to unison, so we can make sure that people are not being distracted by bad music. All right, so that's all I'm going to say about it today. As always, please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not already done so. We're going to continue to provide content in the area of worship education. And if you are interested, I want to let anybody know who may be interested. In May, we're going to be launching some new worship courses online and in person. So if you are in the Columbus, Ohio area or within a driving distance and you're interested in some of the courses that we offer here at New Sound Music Group, make sure to give us a call, 614-869-3388, or email us at admin@newsoundmusicgroup.com. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next broadcast. God bless you.